Hello, my name is Timothy Edward Daniels. I am 62 years old, born in Battle Creek, Michigan, so I am a citizen of this country, United States. I kept my mouth shut for a lot of things going on, but what I've just seen, enough is enough. I am proud of my country. We've made mistakes, we've done stupid things. That's part of being a country. But what I just saw was a representative from Virginia make a statement that
Some say, well, we have to deal with our border first. The Ukrainian Russian border is our border.
the Russian-Ukrainian border is our border. Representative Connolly from Virginia, you should resign immediately. Because that, sir, in my mind, is treason. You're violating your oath of office. You are doing nothing to benefit the United States, and all you're doing is benefiting every other freaking country in the world. That's got to stop. $60 billion went to Ukraine, Israel, and Taiwan without the approval of your boss, me, and every other citizen of the United States. You're throwing our money around like it's nothing. You're putting us farther in debt, and you're not helping this country at all. You haven't solved the problem of our border. You haven't put a budget in place. You're so busy in the House of Representatives and the Senate being petty, attacking Republicans and Democrats. You haven't done your job, sir. Your job in the House of Representatives is to budget this country. Your job is to put a budget together and spend appropriately. We don't have the money to give everybody in the world. It's not possible. That has to stop. We, and I'm going to say that we because I believe there's many citizens of this country believe that you are all rogue and are not fit to be in office. Anybody that voted for that bill to provide money for those countries should be immediately resigned from office. Because you're not worthy to be in Washington, D.C. as a representative or a senator of the United States. Because, gentlemen and ladies, you do not represent this country. You never have. In the last 20 years, you haven't represented this country. You represented your party and everything else in between. You put us over $30 trillion in debt. You put us at the hands of countries that hate us because of your incompetence. That's not the beginning. I asked for Joseph Biden, President of the United States, to resign for incompetency. He is incompetent. He is a danger to society in this country, and he is a danger to the world. He should resign immediately. He's not worthy to be called President of the United States anymore. He's violated his oath of office by not doing his job for this country. Enough is enough. You people in Washington have walked all over us for decades. And you are my and our employee. You work for us. We don't work for you. Understand that. You work for the citizens of this country. The citizens do not work for you. It's time for you to get out of office if you cannot provide and fulfill your oath of office. We have problems in this country that need to be taken care of. We have an infrastructure that needs to be rebuilt. And over $100 billion or more has gone to the war in Ukraine, and that could have solved many of the problems in this country alone. We have people homeless. We have people starving. How can the most powerful country in the world have that? Because the people that are in charge are incompetent, and they're not Americans. Years ago, I wrote a letter to President Reagan. He never got it, I understand. And I asked for a question to be made to the members of Congress and Senate. First question, how many of you are Democrats? You raise your hands, you stand up. How many Republicans? Then the next question is a simple one. How many of you are Americans? If you stay standing, you're lying. You put this country in debt, and you put this country on the verge of World War III because of your greed and insensibility and stupidity. And you need to be held accountable. I ask for the people of this country, the citizens, to vote in November and vote out every incumbent coming into office. And if there's somebody running for office that used to be there, vote him out also. They have not done their job in decades. And they put us in debt, and they're destroying this country. And that's got to stop. It's my country, and it's your country too. It's not theirs. There might be good people there, but right now, the rotten apples in the barrel are destroying this country, and it's got to stop. Furthermore, I would like to read something here from the Constitution of the United States. This is the 12th Amendment to the Constitution, which pertains to the election, the national election. Now, what this states is the electors shall meet in the presenting states and vote for a ballot for president and vice president. They shall name in their ballots the person voted for as president, and in distinct ballots the person voted for as vice president. And they will make distinct lists to all persons voted for as president and all persons voted for as vice president. Which is saying the only two legal vice presidents we've had in nearly 60 or more years is President Ford and Vice President Rockefeller, because they were approved by the Senate. The vice president we have now is not legal. She was never voted on. She was appointed. Every vice president we've had, except for those two, in decades, were never elected by the people. They were appointed. So legally, I don't think they can be even president because they were never voted on by us. Yes, they were sworn in, which is a falsehood, because they had no right to be sworn in because they were never voted on. The Vice President of the United States needs to be an elected official as well as the President of the United States. Read the Constitution. That's a fact. I just read it to you. Distinct ballots for president and distinct ballots for vice president. You should no longer be coming in on the coattails of the man that's running for president. You have to prove you have the right to be the second in command, that you have the right to possibly be the president of the United States if necessary. Before the 12th Amendment, it was simple. Second place became vice president. So many times, every time, we had, we call it liberal and conservative now, we had opposite parties in office in the United States, in the Congress and Senate, and in the presidency. Thus, things got done because there was no, well, we're all Republican, we're going to vote Republican. We're all conservative, we're all Democrats, we're just going to do Democrat. It's about time you started doing American. When you get in office, you are no longer a Republican and you are no longer a Democrat. You are an American, and your thoughts should be for what's best for this country first. There may be times you have to say no to my state of Ohio or Michigan because the better of the 48 is more important than the two. It's time we got our house in order. We can't keep supporting the world when we can't even support ourselves. I call for the citizens of the United States to vote every incumbent out of office. And if somebody running for office used to be in office, they should be voted against also. We need to get some new blood in there, and maybe people that will actually think of this country. Enough is enough, people. They work for us. We don't work for them. It's time we started telling our employees to do their fucking jobs. Thank you.